Hello, welcome to another episode of Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. And it's been a big day for football. It's been a big day. So much football happening, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and today we saw Manchester City versus Real Madrid. On Tuesday, we saw Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Yesterday, we saw Barcelona versus PSG, and today we saw Liverpool versus Atalanta. So many of Europe's top teams playing, so many of Europe's top teams locking horns for a title, simply put. And I think the objective of each of these teams is to finish the knockout competition triumphant and to lift the trophy come May. So big shout out to everyone who's tuning into Halftime TV. If you're new to the channel, don't forget smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as well if you enjoy the content as we continue to bring you the latest and the greatest in updates as well as the most objective opinion. As I said, at the end of most of my videos, I welcome feedback from the subscribers and for the viewers, the consumers. So that doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree with me, right? So if you disagree, I welcome those as well. I just like to get different perspectives, and I think that's why I pass it over to you at the end of the videos most times. Because, you know, if you're looking at things through one lens, oftentimes your judgment isn't the most rounded. Let me put it that way, isn't the most rounded. So it's good to hear different perspectives in actually forming a just opinion. So that's my view. All right, so let's get to it right now. Leon Bailey, Jamaica's man on fire, the man on form. Leon Bailey, oh my God, what a season he's having. And when we spoke to him in November, he said he wanted to have a season where he finished with double figures for assists and double figures for goals, and he's doing just that. I know he wants to improve those numbers in the Premier League and to actually get to double figures in the Premier League in both goals and assists. But for now, across all competitions, Leon Bailey with 12 goals and 12 assists. He got on the assist sheet, I won't say score sheet, but he got an assist in today for the captain of Aston Villa, John McGinn, whose goal was ultimately the winner because at the time they were leading 1-0. Leon Bailey provided an assist from the left side. John McGinn tucked it in, arriving late to the edge of the 18-yard box and slotting it past the keeper on the right-hand side. So the game ended 2-1, but that goal would prove to be the winner. Looking back at it, no, because when that assist came in, the game was 1-0. So big win for Aston Villa as they continue their quest in Europe. Unai Emery has been getting the best out of Leon Bailey, and I know the Jamaican fans in particular looking on every time they see Leon Bailey put on performances like this one, because tonight he had a fantastic game, I must say, not only because he got an assist in, but his all-around play was there. I think he had 88% pass accuracy, attempted maybe 24, attempted 26, got 24, somewhere there, but his pass accuracy was 88%. He was getting in on the tackles, his defensive work was there, and I think that's what he gives Aston Villa, and that's why Unai Emery wants to get him out on the pitch as much as possible. Every time Aston Villa plays, Unai Emery wants him out there because he's that player. He's the man giving everything out there, and I think with Moussa Diaby coming in, a lot of fans thought that, hey, Leon Bailey's spot would be in trouble. That hasn't been the case. They have actually linked up well together, and when they are alternating as well, it's not a case where one is replacing one. It's a case where I have two fantastic options, and I want to give both of them as much game time as possible. But in this game in particular tonight, I think Leon Bailey was exceptional. He didn't get on the score sheet, as I mentioned, but he got an assist, and that in and of itself is good enough, at least in my opinion. I know at the end of the day, most people see the statistics, and had he not gotten on the score sheet this evening, we probably wouldn't even be speaking about it. We probably wouldn't even hear much about it, because those guys, the likes of Ollie Watkins, who constantly gets on the score sheet, people speak about them because they're the goal scorers and they're the ones who people come out to see, right? But Leon Bailey's contribution to this Aston Villa team, and in particular this game today, it was one worthy of a man of the match performance. And I know it probably won't get it because, as I said, Ollie Watkins and John McGinn in particular got a goal and an assist. And we know McGinn is always a workhorse. He's always out there giving 110%. But I think if we, as the Jamaican fans, could get even a fraction of this, and I think that's where the concern has been, where we're seeing performances like this, and you're looking on and you're saying, wow, what an incredible footballer. And yet when he represents Jamaica, you're only seeing just a fraction of that Leon Bailey. You're seeing a shadow of Leon Bailey, really. So I think it's performances like these that really get Jamaican fans upset. And know that he's indicated that he's taking a break from the national program. We don't know how long the break will be, but hopefully he'll be back in time for the World Cup qualifiers. Hopefully he'll be back in time for the Copa America. We don't know. But on the form that he's in right now, I think Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson will be doing a lot of work behind the scenes to ensure that he convinces him to come back in. I think on form, he's probably, not even probably, he is the most informed reggae boy player anywhere right now. So they'll want to get him back in the team, although with the national team, his numbers aren't as incredible. But on the rich vein of form that he's in now with Aston Villa, I think it's just for Jaime Hallgrimsson to get it right, and then he should kick on. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say on this one. Over the past couple of weeks, or at least since Leon Bailey informed us that he will be stepping away from the national program, we've done multiple videos. There have been multiple names. As a matter of fact, even earlier today, I did a video on Dwight McNeil, and all these names are being thrown in the bucket as possible replacements for Leon Bailey. But again, the numbers that he's putting up, and I know statistics can be misleading sometimes, and that's why I don't really dwell on statistics. If I'm using statistics, it's basically to assist with my argument, but not the sole premise on which my argument is made. Right, so I think the statistics, it's good, it's great. We're seeing it, they look good, but it's the overall play of Leon Bailey this season, which is that's where I want us to focus on. And with the likes of Reece Nelson and Morgan Gibbs-White and Mason Greenwood, and today we did Dwight McNeil, all these names coming in, I think it makes for good content and it makes for good conversation. But the difference is neither of those players that I just mentioned have committed to playing for Jamaica as yet. So it's a lot of work that's in the pipelines. It's wishful thinking for a great deal as well. But at the end of the day, the one that we're sure of, the one that we're sure will or can, well, most of them can, but the one that we're sure will represent Jamaica if the conditions are ideal is Leon Bailey. For the other players, there may be things that, I don't want to play for Jamaica as yet, I'm not ready. All of those conversations. And I think we'll get to a space where it will be the Jamaica Football Federation, will be Jaime Hallgrimsson, and it will be Leon Bailey at the table, having the discussion again as to how they can actually make the adjustments to get him back into the fray. Yes, he looks extremely sharp. He looks like he's... I've been meaning to say this because I think when he did the interview, we came out and we're saying, okay, a lot of what he said, time and place, that sort of thing. But I think since then, he's basically letting his football do the talking. And I think that's what he should have been doing for quite some time. Now, let the football do the talking. You come with the national team, let the football talk. And a lot of the Jamaican fans who've been criticizing, that's what they've been yearning for. That's what they've been waiting for as well. They've been waiting for him to let his football do the talking. And when representing Jamaica, the football hasn't really been doing the talking. I think overall, his complete play this season has been immense and it's improved significantly. And I know they've spoken about him on the Gerrard and how it wasn't a good fit. And sometimes it's just for the coach to unleash that small thing, to unleash it, to allow that player to go out there and to express themselves. And that's what we have been seeing this season, especially with Unai Emery. I think maybe with the national team, Coach Hallgrimsson hasn't been able to do that as yet, but hopefully he will be able to do it sooner rather than later. But Leon Bailey, allowing his football to do the talking, and another big night for Aston Villa as he basically inspired them to victory over, what was it, Lille? Yeah. Was it Lille or Lyon? Yeah. So big win, big win. And I think it's one of those games where you're watching the game, but you're only paying attention to one player because you want to see what he's coming up with. And it was the same thing over the weekend. You're watching the Aston Villa team, where you just look, Lille, thanks. You're just watching and trying to see what Leon Bailey has in store for you today. And it's incredible that we have a representative. And I know some of the Reggae Boys fans and the Jamaican fans are still up in arms because they feel as if he's ungrateful. They feel as if whatever was said in the interview should not have been said. All of that, right? But at the end of the day, families have disagreements, families fight. At the end of the day, he's still Jamaican. And no matter where he's playing, when he's playing, we will be paying attention and we will be cheering him on. So we hope to see this Leon Bailey that we saw a little bit earlier today against Lille playing similar in the national team. And with the World Cup qualifiers coming up very soon, I can't wait. I can't wait for him to get back in the team. And performances like these really, they get you on the edge of your seat. And if you saw the assist that he got, oh my, it was out of nothing really, because it was sliding, he got it across. I know he was on the left-hand side, and then as he passed the ball, he slipped. And by the time he looked up, he was okay, McGinn tucked it away. But big win for Aston Villa. Congratulations, Leon Bailey, as those numbers continue to rise. Still a few more games left in the season. And as a matter of fact, Aston Villa may very well determine who wins the English Premier League this season. I say it lightly, but you need to look at it because they still have, I think, two of the teams competing for the Premier League to play in the remaining fixtures. So Leon Bailey allowing his football to do the talking again, as I said. And for Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, I'm curious to hear what are your thoughts, what are your reactions to that performance by Leon Bailey against Lille in the Europa Conference League. So who knows, maybe next year they may very well be playing in the Champions League and we will be back here having the discussion. But maybe Leon Bailey won't even be there. So many maybes. All right. Also, before I forget, tomorrow, if you're interested in seeing Whisper play, they're playing tomorrow against Crystal Palace. So that's the Chelsea under-21 will be playing against Crystal Palace tomorrow. We'll be providing you with update on that as well. So remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so, and keep those comments coming in beneath the video here. Let's hear what your reactions are to Leon Bailey's big performance against the French team Lille. Until next time.